Yep, still raining. Yeah, I thought maybe this was just going to hang around for a little bit, and it seemed like it was going to start clearing up there for a few minutes, and then it decided to come back and hit us again. But speaking of hitting us again, it's time to do the final chapter of the Going Through My Wrestling Collectibles series of videos, and this section's called A Boy and His Toys. And in this section, you're gonna get to see a lot of stuff. You're gonna see probably some unusual things too, and probably some stuff that might bring back some memories. So let's go through this stuff, and we'll start things off with the Mr. Kennedy action figure, which I found this to be weird to have gotten this. I didn't buy it. It was actually from some friends of mine. The weird thing is that they actually gave this to me sometime right after he was fired from the WWE. So I was like, that bad boy's going to be a collectible. And yep, more Undertaker stuff. The Undertaker, I don't have the back to it because it wore off, but it was a Survivor Series action figure. But yeah, you can see the old WWF logo right there. And there's the Undertaker. I got that at Crazy Earl's, which, again, I wish that place was still open. And yep, another Undertaker figure. Got this at, I believe it was a Greenwood Walmart years ago. It has the urn, the hat, the figure, everything that goes to it. Here's another one I was actually given, and I was really surprised by this. An original Gold Dust figure. And I was like, man, why are you giving this to me? He's like, well, I don't want it. And I was like, okay. I tried telling that idiot, I was like, a lot of this stuff, worth some serious cash one of these days. Well, ones that are still in the packaging. And of course, we have The Rock. I got this at a free clothing store. It was just sitting there. Nobody wanted it, so I'm like, okay. Let's see. And there we go. And I'll just set it down here on the floor. A wrestling ring, which you can make your wrestlers. As Dusty Rhodes would always say, flip, flop, and fly. And speaking of wrestling rings, here's another one. It's the WWE Raw ring. We're unfortunately missing a ring post. That's okay. And of course, we have WrestleMania 2000 on N64. I also have WWF No Mercy 64, but unfortunately, my buddy Tyler has it, and I had to get that game because it was one of my favorite N64 games to play. Hold on a second. And of course, we have if you ever want to play thumb wrestling, there you go. Now you can play it for real. And we have, for a while there, I actually thought it was I thought it was Jake the Snake Roberts, but then I was like, no, that's Ravishing Rick Rude. And unlike Kid Behind the Camera, any of the little toys that I get, I just keep them put up in a safe place. And we have Mini Kane. This came on a birthday cake I got years ago, and I kept it. I couldn't help it. A tag team that people said that should have been in the Hall of Fame this year. Demolition. I just could not believe that nobody even wanted it. And they're still in good shape. The color hasn't faded, nothing. I'm really surprised by that. And I have to zoom in on this bad boy. The miniaturized version of the WCW Championship. Sorry, you can't see it too well, but the writing and stuff like that's kind of faded. But that's the miniature version of the WCW Championship right there. And speaking of mini, Mini Kane again. I don't know, did you guys like Kane with a mask on or off? I think it was even more scarier with the mask on. Marty Jannetty of the Rockers. Sorry, no Shawn Michaels. And the Ultimate Warrior. And Ultimate Warrior again. Two different versions of him, why not? And we can't have a Mini Kane without a Mini Rock. So, yeah. And got this mini Rey Mysterio mask. Imagine trying to dial a phone with this bad boy on your finger, or you get all kinds of mixed up. And of course, the dead man's hat, the Undertaker. Dead finger wiggling. Whoops. That's what I get. And a few more games in the collection. WWF Attitude, one of the worst games ever made. You had to push the same 2 or 3 buttons 18 times to get him to throw a punch. And another PlayStation game, WCW NWO Thunder. I haven't gotten a chance to play this yet, but again, it's just something I just keep in the collection and everything like that. And we have ECW Hardcore Revolution, another one that was just as bad as WWF Attitude. You had to push had to push several buttons just to get him to throw a punch or kick or anything. And last but not least, the original WWF wrestling ring that this bad boy is. I think this was one of the first toys that WWF came out with when they started doing merchandise and stuff like that. And I'm actually kind of surprised that it's still in pretty good shape. Of course, a lot of stuff I collect, whether it's wrestling stuff, magazines, anything like that, I always try to make sure to keep it in really good shape. And still with the original ropes and everything, the post, the whole 9 yards. And so there you guys have it. A good look at my my wrestling collectibles in about 6 different parts, I believe it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos. And I want to say special thanks to fellow YouTubers Rom's Reviews with Lauren G, Resident Vania 77, and Will's World for their influence on making this video and making it happen. So go check those guys out and subscribe to them if you like, when you can. And until next time, thanks for watching, you guys. And if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. So that's it. Well, and also remember to always stay strong and rock on.